Hi, I'm Tiffany Windsor. I have a super cool technique with t-shirts that I would like to share with you using my Aleene's Fabric Fusion Peel and Stick Sheets. This technique gives you the look of layered, tattered fabric. For this technique, you can use your t-shirt scraps because we're going to cut these into pieces. So pick the colors that you want to use. And for the flower design, it's very easy to take a strip of your t-shirt fabric, fold it in half, take your scissors and cut your petals. So depending on the size of your t-shirt would depend on what size you want your petals. The great thing about this technique is they don't have to be perfect, so cut out all of the petals that you want for your flower. The next step is to lay your petals out in your design, and I use about 7 for each of my flowers. And then I use my Aleene's Fabric Fusion Peel and Stick Sheets and I cut them into strips. The whole idea behind this tattered look is that you don't have to glue down the entire petal. So you just need these little pieces to put onto the back of your petals. So make sure it doesn't go outside the size of the petal, but that you have a good sized piece on the back to just hold this in place and place it down. The tattered effect comes when the outside edges are not glued down. Now that all my individual petals are glued down with my Aleene's Fabric Fusion Sheets, you just cut along the outside to create your next layer of petals. And because this is the tattered effect, this does not have to be neat. My second layer is cut, and now I'm going to glue it down to my third layer with just pieces of the Fabric Fusion sheets. Press them in place, and here you're going to want to add pieces out to each of those petals. Remember that you need to press down the edges of your release paper and just pop it off. Press it down in place and start cutting your next layer. So each layer I'm cutting my petals a little bit larger. Now that I have all the layers of my flowers put together, I add the center, which are 3 circles, and I actually like to take it right now and just start pushing and turning the edges to start getting that tattered effect. You can create as many layers as you'd like to. I have 4 on these flowers. Then it's time to place these down where you want them on your t-shirts, and once you know exactly where you want them, just use your Aleene's Fabric Fusion Peel and Stick Sheets to glue them in place. You're not limited just to flowers. You can also create other designs like the heart, and this has 4 layers. Once you wash this, it's going to tatter those edges a lot more. The Aleene's Fabric Fusion Peel and Stick Sheets are available at Michael's. I'm Tiffany Windsor, and this is Terrifically Tacky and Creatively Cool.